It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, y'all. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here. So is Shaquille O'Neal. This is the NBA on 2K Sports. In this game, we'll see the Indiana Pacers against the New York Knicks. For New York, their first time playing these guys this season. A year ago, going 1-2. They'd like to improve on that this go-around. A lot riding on the shoulders of Miles Turner. We'll see him in action tonight. Shaq, do you think the young fella's ready to help carry this team?
You know, he's still developing physically, has a consistent motor, but his game is still a little uneven.
He's a new breed of center, though. He can block shots and space the floor. So potential impact player for sure.
Well put. And now we send you over to Kevin Harlan as they get ready for the opening tip.
And a view of the skyscrapers of Midtown Manhattan from high above the East River here in New York City. Greetings, everyone. Hope you're all enjoying this. Happy Halloween. It's a special October 31st matchup in the NBA here on 2K Sports. With Brent Barry and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan, and David Aldridge will be joining us on the sideline as well. For the Pacers right now, they're focused on getting off to a good start to the road trip here. It's been a shaky start to the new season for this club. Some challenging games have put them at a disadvantage with their record standing at just 1-6.
And there's history, some bad blood between these two teams that makes it all the more interesting.
Well, that much more competitive, too, and that's the compelling part here in this matchup. You play so many games in an NBA season. This is the one you get up for.
And nothing tips off a broadcast like getting the lowdown from the sidelines. And we've got David Aldridge there for that. David, good evening.
Well, guys, Victor Oladipo trained with Dwayne Wade heading into last season. Now, Wade says, we talked about not knowing the path of your career. Don't put limitations on yourself. The result for Oladipo was an all-star appearance. Kevin?
He's definitely on an upward trajectory, DA. Thank you. And a long way to go, Brent, but there are some early signs of a legitimate playoff contender, championship contender.
When we talk about that, Kevin, you and I always are leery of the fact of how many of these guys have had the experience of being scarred up in the early rounds of the playoffs, having to advance or beat a team that's proven before. Right now, there are some teams out there that are raising our eyebrows where we think they're going to have an opportunity. If they keep growing like this and they keep finding this type of consistency, they could be dangerous.
You'd like to think they're going to use those scars, as you say, from the past and motivate them even more.
Well, those are the teams who we believe can always take the next step.
Sure.
It's the young teams that are unproven, even though they're playing well, where we sometimes wonder, will they be able to make it?
So for the Knicks, Joakim Noah is checked in for Cantor, and Mario Hezonja subbed in for Courtney Lee. Kyle O'Quinn is checked in for the Pacers. Paul comes in for Darren Collison. And so in the game for the Pacers, filling out the wings, it's Oladipo and Bogdanovich. Sabonis is out there with Kyle O'Quinn, and it's AI in at the 5. The 3. They get the rebound. Here's O'Quinn. Tries again. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And over time, O'Quinn has carved out a nice role for himself, a capable and bruising big.
Hey, Brent, you look at how Kyle O'Quinn got to this point, mostly hard work and proving people wrong.
Yeah, just one Division I scholarship offer out of high school. Ended up being a second-round pick and an unsung player who does a lot of things for you on the inside, plays with tremendous passion in the locker room. So what else could you want, Kevin, besides some levity?
It's Oladipo on the wing. Back to AI. And the pass to Evans. It's stolen. Oh, and here we go. Knocks. And he hits it to tie the game up. Knox has got his second basket of the night.
And you can see the importance of that steal. Really a 4-point swing with the conversion at the other end.
And O'Quinn kicks to AI. An official saw the contact, and he'll shoot two.
You really have to respect AI's story, the way he got here. Highly recruited out of high school. Had to take some steps backwards before moving forwards, and look at him now.
First free throw is good. On Baker, he's checked in for Knox. In Indiana with the change here, too. Doug McDermott, he's checked in for Victor Oladipo. And both free throws good for AI.
And last year for the Knicks, a bit of a throwback offense. First in the league in 2-point attempts and second to last in the league in 3-point attempts. We'll see if the new coaching staff changes some of those numbers.
Porzingis kicks it to Noah's run one. Burke's got the game tied up here for New York.
Yeah, unselfish play by Noah, zipping the quick pass over.
Back to Paul. The shot's good by two. And talking about the Knicks last year, definitely one of the bigger teams in the NBA.
Interesting to look down at their scoring last year, as their top 4 scorers were either centers or forwards, and that's a little bit unusual in today's game, where or a wing player. Not the case for the Knicks, so they're looking for some backcourt help.
Here's Burke. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. Indiana's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Paul passes to O'Quinn. Back to Paul. Shoots over Burke. And that one's good. AI. Now it's a 4-point Pacer lead.
Well, AI, he can beat you inside and outside, and then once he gets that mid-range going, just unstoppable as a complete scorer.
And the dunk by Porzingis.
You know, we talk so much about accurate shooting. Sometimes accurate passing can lead to great shooting. You saw it there.
AI dishes to Young. Paul kicks to Evans. Now here's Paul. Burke covering. Paul passes to McDermott. Just at that one, he misses his first shot of the game. Here's Baker. Looking for his first basket still in this. Pass to Noah. Releases. That's good from Burke on the assist by Noah. It's all knotted up. The Pacers shooting just about an even 40% to start. Paul kicks to McDermott. Back to Paul. Evans at the win. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Here's Young, and good. He got the English that time as it falls. And the Pacers lead by 2. Lasagna, the pass to Baker. It's Burke atop the key. Noah with a screen on Young. Screen by to the middle. Here's Baker. Good, and a nice assist from Noah.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
AI right side. To the paint. A 3-ball. It's holded by Porzingis.
And they come out with that take no prisoners tonight.
Baker kicks to Porzingis. Passes it to Burke. Noah with a screen. And there's foul. It'll go on AI. That is his first foul of the game. Udier is checked in. Corey Joseph's checked in for Indiana. Evans passes to Paul. Back to Evans. From outside the arc, out of bounds, New York takes possession.
Taking a look at some stats for Moutier, how he did last season. Averaged about 8 points a game, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. And a quality player. I love what he brings to the table at that backup point guard position.
I think coaches appreciate a guy that comes in and knows how to run the offense with some intelligence. That's exactly what he does.
Now the pass to Joseph. Kicks it to AI. Kick by O'Quinn. Paul Peck is good. The assist from AI. O'Quinn's got it all tied up now for the Pacers.
Well, he can score on the inside. He's just so big that there's plenty of room for him to carve out.
Back to Noah. Hazonia on the wing. Covered by Evans. Noah. That's to Noah. Basket counts. Noah's got his first points in this one.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Paul dishes to Young. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Young's got his second bucket of the night.
Yeah, that's a great pass there. It takes great eyes and peripheral vision, but also some instinct and AI reading the floor that time.
And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. And there's a call. It's on Indiana with the foul. New York shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. He's off on the second.
Well, Porzingis in the early part of his career has had some phenomenal first halves of seasons. In the second half,
a big-time effort for Porzingis, providing a lot of energy for New York. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And we'll be back with you shortly. Kristaps Porzingis grew up in faraway Latvia.
My older brother, he was a big fan of NBA.
And Greg, that's something different now for foreign players, isn't it? A lot more exposure to the NBA.
And KP, a fan of the culture. You saw him in cornrows as a kid. I think that helped prepare him for the transition.
And we got a close game here as we get back to the second quarter. And looking at what we've seen from the Knicks so far, what do you guys think?
So far, they've been active, scoring the basketball, built up a little lead here, and looking good.
Well, when you come out in the first quarter with that kind of offense, obviously the game plan is it. Full effect. Let's see if they can keep that momentum going.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the court for Indiana, Young is the 4 with O'Quinn at the 5. And at the inside, here's Porzingis. He doesn't hit that one. The Pacers taking it the other way. This their first look at this year's New York squad.
And they didn't have much of a problem with these guys last season, and quite frankly, you wouldn't expect them to.
Moutier kicks to Porzingis. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. And for Porzingis, one of the next steps for him offensively, becoming a better distributor.
Well, he showed last year, the first couple months of the year, to be a prolific scorer, and defenses know that too. So now the idea is, what if we crowd Porzingis? What if we double team him? Can he make the next play to his teammate? We'll see if it starts to unlock itself this year for him.
Miles Turner, he's checked in for Indiana. Sabonis comes in for Thaddeus Young. Porzingis with the steal. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Defense right now looking for the off switch on Porzingis. It's not to be found.
Evans passes to Paul. And now the Knicks on the break. Here's Moutier. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
That's some good interior passing, and that's how you move it on the inside.
And Joseph kicks to Paul. Pass to Turner. Some nice passing here by Indiana. AI outside. Fires from 18. The shot no good. Now the Knicks take it the other way. Their next game is at the American Airlines Center with the Mavericks. And that'll be the first of a 2-game. And road trip for it.
I think the talk about Porzingis being soft on the inside might be a little misguided. Playing pretty hard right now.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. We've heard Coach Steve Kerr say the power forward position. Here's Collison. Paul outside, and they get it, and it's good on the way in. Paul's got 8 points.
Well, you got to respect AI's jumper first, but at the same time, he can burn you off the dribble, so pick your poison.
And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. The Knicks have gone 4 of 6 so far from the line, missing a couple. And he sinks the second. Pacers trail by 16. Outside Collison. All up top, Burke covering. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Here's Baker. Noah high post. No screen, just 5 to shoot. Shot off the screen. Hazanya's shot is off. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Well, some foresight from Evans there to sprint out and take advantage of the transition opportunity.
Burke, the pass to Porzingis. Baker with the bucket. Baker's got 5 points in the quarter.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
AI kicks to Evans. Here's Paul. It's rebound New York. Porzingis has got his 6th rebound on the night.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Pass to Hazanya. Screen by Porzingis. And it's off from 3-point range. Pacers trail by 16. Collison the pass to Paul. That falls. Great assist by Darren Collison. Collison's got his 3rd assist on the night. New York's gone for the 3-pointers 7 times here in the second and been successful 3 times. And there's the foul. It'll go on AI. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Here's Hazanya.
And lots of credit for the team around him. They're picking up the slack here tonight. You just can't buy a bucket right now.
The Knicks leading by 13. Porzingis can't hit.
And you know what? You can't get a better screen. Frees him up beautifully, but he just fails to capitalize.
Oh, man, he'd love to have that one back. He just does everything right, but doesn't get the finish.
Quinn in the post. Indiana as it goes out of bounds. Pacers retain possession. 17 seconds left in the first half. 2 on the clock. Here's O'Quinn. Misses off the right iron.
Well, I like the shot selection. I don't like the shot result. Won't happen much. You can't.
And so it's the New York Knicks looking at. And welcome back to the second half of our Halloween broadcast. So for the Knicks, Mario Hezonya's checked in for cancer. Ron Baker comes in for Lee. And it's Burke in Trini Lakina. New York leading by 19. We've got Hezonja. Baker out there with Trey Burke. And there's Porzingis. And it's Knox in at the power forward. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks.
Right now they're winning because of him. Love the shots that he's taking, and he's got the green light.
AI in the post. Burke covering. It's AI high post. 11 points in the game. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Knicks have gone better than 53% from the floor since halftime. Shooting 8 of 15. Screen by Porzingis. He kicks to Burke. Hezonja on the wing. It's good. The assist that time from Burke. Burke's got 3 assists in the game.
And you can see the play calling this half. Another one from distance.
Yeah, no question. It looks like they've rented out room along the perimeter in this ball game, and they're likely to keep doing this until the defense makes an adjustment.
And how about the timing on the glass there from AI? Taking pride in beating guys to the spot.
Burke kicks to Porzingis. Back to Burke. The rejection by Paul. Evans left side. Fires from deep. Oh, Burke grabs the miss.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
Hezonja with the ball. Evans is there, and Hezonja gets it to go.
A tough first half, but it's been a different story here since the break.
AI kicks to O'Quinn. Back to Paul. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Paul's got 15.
Well, AI is just torching the defense. You can't take away everything from a great player, but you got to take away something.
Pass to Porzingis. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
The one thing about Porzingis last year that we saw with the departure of Carmelo Anthony is, could you lean on Porzingis to shoulder the offensive load? He was phenomenal in that role last year before the injury. So out on the perimeter, above the rim, finishing off breaks, he's capable.
And Indiana making a change here. Collison's out there. Now, here's AI. Guarded closer. And the shot goes in. AI's got this in the quarter. And talking about Porzingis, what really separates him as a scorer, Brent, is his jump shot.
Well, at 7'3", we always think, man, he should be down on the post or have 2 feet in the paint working on his post-up game. That's not what he's about. He's terrific catching and shooting. He can handle the ball enough to take 1 or 2 dribbles to score at the rim. He's really good on the right side of the floor, shooting over the top at the mid-range, and he can overpower defenders. So all of the offensive skills are there.
Good shot, 6. New York needs to get off a shot. Alley-oop try.
O'Quinn demonstrating solid timing there, and that's a pretty vicious rejection. Right now he's just out of sync. A lot of shots rimming out, and he's got to try to find something different.
You know, flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. New York leading by 19. And there's the pass to Baker. Here's Knox. 1:21 left to play in the third. And that makes him now 6 for 11.
And some guys just have a nose for scoring, and this one couldn't have been any easier.
Well, on the defensive end, this is a joke. The lack of awareness is exactly why this team is so far behind.
He feeds it to Collison. That one good for 2. Collison's got his second bucket of the night.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Porzingis kicks to Burke. Here's Baker. And another shot. And it's good on the way in. Baker's got 9.
I like the physicality there on the glass on full display. Great at hitting the boards and then capitalizing off the second chance opportunity.
Paul passes to Young, puts it up from 15. Paul's shot is off. New York leading by 21. And here is Hezonja. 15 points in the game. Burke kicks this. Shoots from 12. No good that time. The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. Knicks lead. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense.
Entirely new group in now for Indiana. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Sabonis. Bogdanovich comes in for Tyreek Evans. Corey Joseph's checked in for Oladipo. And Paul subbed in for Darren Collison.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Knicks.
They found a great rhythm from long range.
Yeah, Kevin, every time they left a man open deep, he'd get a good shot at the basket. Didn't hesitate, and that aggression paid off.
And every win important, and this one will go to
the component. Always good to take that first win of the season to establish a psychological edge.
A very solid win indeed. And when you check out the box score, there were some great numbers for Porzingis.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
And so in the game for the Pacers, Bogdanovich outside at the 3 with Young down at power forward. AI is out there with Corey Joseph, and it's Turner in at the center. Shoots a fader, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. And the Knicks lead by 21.
And they've earned this one, showing an ability to dominate in front of their home crowd.
Yeah, tick-tock and not much time on the clock left. Double-digit lead and coming up roses.
And the work ethic of AI is tremendous. I mean, he's a really humble kid and has become a quality player, I think, as a result.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Lee passes to Burke. Noah with a screen for Burke. Now for the 3. It's good from long range.
And this is how you close out a game, not taking any chances.
Yeah, you gotta be relentless in this game or the tide can turn on you. Not here, not tonight.
So no problem for New York as they get the win. And the outcome of this one, David, thank you as always.